Hello, Rama Puppodu. I hope all of you are feeling peaceful, having a healthy life, are happy, and feeling very relaxed. Now, let's go to chapter 15 Christ, a messenger of God. The train traveled onward north, carrying the two sadhus until it reached the last but one station, to the great Howrah station. Here it is the rule of the railway company to collect the tickets from all passengers. Accordingly, an Anglo-Indian friend of a ticket collector entered the carriage and demanded of the sadhus their tickets. The sadhus had, of course, to confess that they possessed no tickets. At this, the strict ticket collector at once asked the sadhus to alight, since he said it was against rules to travel by train without tickets. This order was promptly obeyed by both the sadhus. It was all Ram's wish. The time was about 8 o'clock in the night, and the station was a small one. They were made to stand near the gate until the train departed. When the attention of the Anglo-Indian friend was drawn to the sadhus again, coming to them, he ordered them to sit down. At once the sadhu sat down. "No, not there," said the friend, and pointed his finger a few yards to his left. The sadhus instantly got up, and going to the place indicated, sat there. "Not there, not there," cried again the Christian friend, who seemed to possess a vein of humour in him. "This side," and pointing to his right, said, "Get up quick and sit here." The sadhus did as they were bid, and occupied the new place pointed out. Again, for the third time, a command came from the friend for a move to another place, which was also immediately obeyed. Both the sadhus were moving about in perfect agreement. When they sat down at the last place indicated by the Anglo-Indian friend, the Sadhu Ram grumblingly remarked to Ramdas, "Swami, this is a strange man dealing with us. His intention seems to be only to tease us." "No, brother, you mistake the kindness of this friend," replied Ramdas. "We had been too long sitting in the train, and as a result, our legs had got benumbed. To remove the stiffness and to induce brisker circulation of blood, the kind friend makes us walk this side and that side, and asks us to sit and stand. It is all for the good. Ram be praised for his goodness and love." This reply did not seem to satisfy the Sadhu Ram, who said, "Your philosophy is very hard for a poor sadhu like myself to properly understand." During this conversation, the Christian friend had disappeared. Now he returned with a bull's eye lantern, and holding it straight towards the sadhus, made the light fall first on the faces of the sadhus, one after the other, and then all over them and around them. By the help of the light, he made the discovery of the bag and brass pot of the Sadhu Ram, and the small bundle of books, and the tiny aluminium pot of Ramdas. "Now I will have this." Saying thus, he took the brass pot of the Sadhu Ram and placed it beside him, which action turned the poor Sadhu Ram quite pale. Next, the friend pulled his bag towards him, and opening it, examined its contents, but finding nothing worth taking, handed it back. "Now, next, what have you got?" he asked. his attention now directed towards Ramdas. Meanwhile, Ramdas had already placed his pot and the parcel of books in front of the Christian friend. Brother, answered Ramdas, these two articles are yours. You are quite welcome to have them, since Ramdas never owned them as is at any time. They belong to anyone who demands them. This small pot is not wanted, he remarked. The brass one is more suitable. Now, what is this you have in this parcel? On uncovering it, his sight fell upon the pocket sized New Testament on the very top of the packet. Pulling it out, he looked on the title in gilt letters New Testament. He questioned Ramdas. What have you to do with this book? Everything, brother, replied Ramdas. Do you believe in Christ? Asked he. Why not? Christ is also a messenger of God, come for the salvation of mankind. This reply at once touched the heart of the friend. Coming close to Ramdas, he said, Master, kindly pardon thy servant who gave you a good deal of trouble without knowing you. Saying thus, he led both inside the station and offering two chairs made them sit on them. The brass pot was, of course, returned to the Sadhram, which brought color and light back to his sorrowful face. O Christ, be praised! The Anglo-Indian friend became very kind and offered to get them tea, etc., all of which Ramdas declined with thanks. Look here, master, another train is due in about half an hour. On her arrival, I shall see that both of you are comfortably seated in it, and then you can proceed to Howrah. Again, your servant regrets very much for the treatment meted out to you and sues for your pardon. O Ram, O Christ, thou hast a strange way of testing thy humble slave. O Ram, thou art a mystery, but thou art love, kindness itself. He who trusts thee, O Ram, is sure of thy entire support. This is all one can know of thee, and that is sufficient. To understand thy ways is not only impossible but unnecessary for thy humble devotees. To bask in the sunshine of thy infinite love is in itself the highest happiness. The child asks for the love of the mother and gets it and is satisfied. Where is then room to ask for anything more than this? In due time, the train arrived, and the Christian friend, as promised, secured comfortable seats for the sadhus in a compartment. The train started and reached the Howrah station at about 10 p.m. That's all, folks. Let's see in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Pupoda.